gonna win somehow. So give up on the battle, baby. It's hard, I know.
University of Cincinnati. It feels good to be back here. It's been a while. I still remember my last few days here. Last time. And we are done. It's kind of crazy to think about. I was finishing up both master's degrees about 3 years ago, and I was real stressed at the time. I never thought I was going to be able to get a job. I was applying all these places and nothing was going my way. And now looking at it, I have a job that I absolutely love. One that's given me amazing opportunities, and on top of you don't even know how much I wish that I was more into YouTube when I was in college. Just as I was ending graduate school is when I really started up this channel, but I definitely would have been that kid walking around campus with a big old selfie stick vlogging. Everyone would have just loved that, but it's a little bit surreal to be back. You can see they're getting ready for graduation. We were not cool enough to graduate outside apparently, but that's pretty awesome. If you're one of those people worried about the future right now, why? There's a lot of things out of your control. There's so many things that you don't dictate, and that was hard for me to understand. I was one of those people that tried to plan everything, control everything, but life just has a funny way of working out how it's supposed to, and it will work out in your favor as long as you're doing everything you can to put yourself in a good position for those things to happen and working as hard as you can. If you do those things, you will be just fine. You don't need to worry. And I know I'm kind of a hypocrite because I am the biggest worrier ever, but I've learned that a lot of the things that happen in life just happen because they're meant to, and I truly do believe that. We definitely did not have this when I was here. That right there, that is God's calling. You want to hear the worst part, guys? These are not even for me. I bought these for some coworkers, but oh my gosh. I love reading through you guys' comments on the videos. It's very evident to me that a lot of you younger guys out there are doing some incredible things, some things I wish I was doing when I was your age. Obviously, the internet has made a lot of things possible and created a lot of new opportunities, but I also read a lot of comments from people that, I'll just say, I'm trying to be nice here, and you guys, I'm a pretty nice guy, but some of you are so soft, and you are going to go into the real world, and you're gonna get chewed up and spit out, and I can promise you, if you don't change your mentality, some of you, not all of you, very small percentage of you, you have a 100% chance that you're gonna fail at everything. I don't want to be a Debbie Downer, but I mean, it's no secret that the people with this kind of attitude do nothing in life.
Hi sir, welcome to Chick-fil-A.
Market salad and a grilled chicken sandwich with no tomatoes and add pickles. You guys have to check out this band on Spotify. Offer Lee is how I think you pronounce it. I'm not quite sure, but the music is amazing.
Can't resist, so pull me in. You make my heart beat, baby, I need it.
And even better, one of the girls in the band subscribed to the channel, which is how I found out about the music initially. The talents that you guys have out there are amazing. I mean, I've got people that have sent me graphic designs. I've got people that send me music. All of these things that you guys are putting out there, and I'm like fanboying over all of you. My two favorite things in the entire world: cookies, Chick-fil-A. Life is so good.
What could be under here?
If it seems like I've been eating out a lot lately, it's because I have, honestly. It's been a very busy time, and I've been eating out probably once or twice every single day, and that's a lot for me. I would much rather make my own food, but it's just so convenient to go pick it up, and then there's a lot less cleanup when you get home. It just makes my life a little bit easier right now. And I thought this tied into a question I got the other day about opportunity cost. I think she was actually asking about how I was getting my house cleaned and how I was having someone come cut my grass and stuff like that. And I really struggled with that. I really struggled paying someone something that I can very easily do myself, especially because, I don't know, it's just, I just don't feel like I should have to pay somebody to cut my grass when I'm very capable of walking out there. And it's not that I'm too lazy to do it, it's just, I really feel like my time is better allocated in other things, and every time I'm out there mowing, that's less time that I can record and edit videos is really honestly what it comes down to. And the way that I started thinking about things, I heard this, I don't remember where I heard it, but every time you say yes to something, you say no to something else. And this really changed the way that I started thinking, especially when it comes to a lot of people that only contact me when they want something. And that's just very, very frank. And I would try to be the yes man and, you know, be nice and do everything. But I started thinking about, I don't barely ever see my friends. I'm like, why am I saying yes to people that just want to, I guess, use me in essence, and saying no to my friends that have been here for years and years? It just doesn't make sense, right? So if you're struggling with that decision, any opportunity cost, think of it like that.
I know I should keep in better touch, but that door, it never shuts. Even when we chilled, I never said that much. Sometimes it be worth the bullshit.
One of the issues I've been having is not really being able to feel the muscle that I'm trying to work. A perfect example of this would be a cable crunch. I've been doing this wrong for years and years because what I found myself doing is when I don't feel it, I think to myself, well, it's because you need to increase the weight. And the problem kind of just perpetuated. And what I found is actually decreasing the weight, making sure that I'm using the muscle that I'm actually aiming for instead of using my arms or my back or something like that. Doing it correctly, making sure that I'm actually performing the exercise how it's meant to be, and then I finally feel it. So if you're struggling with that, maybe instead of increasing the weight, try decreasing the weight, and I think you'll notice a big difference. We're going to continue on with Process Eating 101 with Travis, but I really do have kind of an excuse this time. I have an interview in about 10 minutes, so I got to eat this really quick. This reminded me of the Egg White Delight from McDonald's. Figured we'd give it a try. Could have just been marketing. So it's not as good, but for 2 minutes in the microwave, can't really beat it. And I don't know, what do you think? Is this better than the McDonald's food quality? I really don't know. It's probably equivalent, honestly. So I'm getting ready to be interviewed on one of my favorite podcasts, Chase Tuning's Ever Forward Radio, which is crazy because he just started it in January, so I wasn't expecting it to be that good, to be honest. And you know, when you start like a YouTube channel, your first video is terrible, but he really brings some awesome content on there, and his voice is just meant for this podcasting thing. So I'm pretty excited for the opportunity. What's up, dude?
Rich homie.
How's it going, man?
Hey, how you doing, brother?
That was a bunch of fun. I'm trying to get this video edited. There's a video that I put out yesterday called They Drove from Another Country for This. And it was such a good video, guys. It was so good. This one right here, and nobody watched it. What the heck? Come on. So my good friend Rich Homie Ben sent me a text the other day and said, congratulations on 10 million views. And I got really excited when I saw that, and I really only had one thought, and that was, that's going to be the best clickbait opportunity. And if you guys, the soft guys out there, the dislike button is right down there. You can go ahead and click it, but I cannot pass up on this, right? Because 10 million, to me, that is incredible. 10 million people have watched me, and that's not a lot for YouTubers, right? There's people that get that many views in a month, and I've been doing this for years now. But for just some random accountant with a camera, I think that's pretty cool, but I don't think that's the story, right? I think it's much more interesting to talk about the first million, and the same principles are going to apply with money. That first million is going to be a lot harder to obtain than the next 9 or 15 or however many millions you decide to go up to. So it's been a process. All right, guys, my favorite part of the day, right before bed. I save a lot of my food for nighttime just because this protein brownie, which I'll probably do a video on. Delicious, simple, easy, nutritious poverty brownie. It really started by making the most terrible videos that you could ever imagine in your entire life when I was just finishing up grad school. So I'll show you guys what I'm bringing with me, and I'll probably talk you through it before I get to school. And it grew very, very slowly. And I started doing the full day of eating videos because that's the only videos I could get anyone to watch. It's kind of similar how my channel is today, so I kind of started that from the beginning, I guess. But I picked up, you know, a few hundred, a few thousand subscribers over time. But today that I'm recording this is actually the day that I hit 1,000 YouTube subscribers. And finally, I did the 10 50,000 calorie challenge.
You're driving me crazy. I wouldn't know what to do without you.
Because I knew that would get more people over to the channel, and it worked. I got a few thousand subscribers from that, a lot of views. It was one of my most viewed videos for the longest time. It probably still is, but it wasn't like what I wanted to be making. I wanted to make videos that could add more value, so I started to, I guess, get outside of my comfort zone a little more, let you guys inside my house, which is still a little bit weird to me, especially because you don't know who's watching these videos, right? And they were still bad for a really long time. All right, guys. What do you think? So far, so good.
3-car garage.
Yeah, it kind of had everything I was looking for.
Yep.
Just to make sure I have room for that gym space down there. So, I mean, I could put a gym area down here. But thanks to most of those food videos, by the time the channel was about a year old, I was a year out of college, I hit 1 million views. And that was mind-blowing to me, because when I first started the channel, I had a goal of hitting 100 subscribers. I thought, if I could get 100 people to watch me that I could talk to about lifting, that would be pretty cool. And of course, as you surpass those numbers, you get more and more greedy, and you start to think of things on a much larger scale. Wow, 10,000 people woke up to 50,000 YouTube subscribers, which still blows my mind. And even though my videos are a lot better than they used to be, I'm at about 80,000 subscribers, they're still far from the best. You guys can tell that by my view count, and there's so much room for growth. That's exciting, right? I still have so much opportunity to keep getting better and better and keep pursuing something that I really enjoy. But I think all too often people focus on the end result, or focus on the things that are currently happening. Like 10 million might seem a lot to someone that hasn't gotten started yet, but they haven't really seen the background and all the things that went into that. This is my futon from college. I swore I would never move this into any house that I bought, but somehow it made its way here, and I don't know what all's happened on... Hold on. So if you want $1 million or 1 million views, 1 million subscribers, 1 million puppy dogs, 1 million anything, it's kind of all the similar strategy, and a lot of it comes down to persistence and willing to do things that you don't always want to do. I think, especially in my generation, I hear this whole notion of, I'm not gonna do that, I'm not gonna work for the man, I don't wanna do that. Like, guys, you have to do things in this world that you don't wanna do, and I've known people that refuse to, and those people don't end up going too far in most cases.
Now I do what I want. Now I do what I want. Now I do what I want.
Unless you're a little Uzi Vert and you can just do whatever you want all the time, but for most of us, that's not the case. To me, I would much rather make sacrifices now for the betterment of my future. And the biggest thing, regardless of what it is your goal is having 100% belief in what you're doing. I will relate this back to YouTube, but this could be anything. A lot of times, you know, I put out videos and they'd get 10, 20, 30 views. Even now, a good video might get 10 to 15,000 views, and I'm like, gosh, I feel like I should be doing better. I could be doing better, but I have to have full belief that I have the potential to get where I want to be, and I do. That's why I keep doing this day after day, year after year. So I just want to end this with a big thank you to anyone, whether you've given me 1 of those views, 1,000 of those views. It's just incredible. I know I've told you guys this before, but you've changed my life, and I really do appreciate that. That's what I'm talking about. I am so pumped about that. So I guarantee you I'm gonna spend the rest of the night flying that drone. I won't show you any of it, it's just gonna be practice. I'm not gonna be good at it. I know drone footage is being overused a lot, especially with the Mavic being so cheap and so convenient. I'm going to try not to abuse it, but no promises. It's just so fun to fly that thing. So let me get good at it, and then hopefully I'll be able to make some cool videos or whatnot. And yeah, I'll probably come back home and eat my Halo Top, my Poverty Brownie, my rice cakes, but you guys have seen that a million times, so don't need to show that. I'll just cut the video off here. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to watch. You've watched over 10 million times. Still incredible to me. That's, wow. You could have been doing anything in the entire world, and you chose to spend a few minutes with me. That is pretty awesome. Please give the video a like if you enjoyed it. That really does help me out a lot. And you made it to this point, you had to like something right. Feel free to click on the videos to the side of my head, hang out with me a little bit longer, and I look forward to talking to you guys next time.